This suicide attack a year ago on Israeli tourists in Bulgaria, an EU member, galvanized the European Union. The attack killed 5 tourists and their Bulgarian bus driver and injured dozens. Europe and Israel blamed Hezbollah. At the EU talks in Brussels, British Foreign Secretary William Hague was one of the main advocates of designating Hezbollah's military wing as a terrorist organization.
We believe it's very important when there is a terrorist attack on European soil that Europe gives a firm and clear response to that. Designation would also make it easier for us to work together in the face of further terrorist threats and send a very clear message to Hezbollah and others about that.
Some EU members were reluctant to call Hezbollah's military wing a terror group, but the Iranian-backed group's intervention in Syria, where it played a key role in helping government forces win the battle for the strategic town of Qusair last month, appears to have swayed opinion. The blacklisting only applies to Hezbollah's military wing. Travel bans and asset freezes may be applied to key personnel. It won't be an easy distinction, says Rosemary Hollis, Professor of Middle East Policy Studies at City University, London.
It will be difficult, both in Lebanon and in Europe, to distinguish neatly between the military wing and other members of the organization in such a manner that they can continue to do business as usual with the government and yet make their feelings felt directly at Hezbollah activists, either perpetrating terrorist acts in other parts of the world or active on the ground in Syria.
The ruling will not apply to Hezbollah's political arm, which is part of a powerful alliance in Lebanon's parliament. Lebanon has warned it could further destabilize the country, which has seen a spike in violence linked to Syria. Again, Professor Rosemary Hollis.
They think that Hezbollah involvement in Syria, which is considerable and is critical to the fighting on behalf of Assad, is destabilizing Lebanon. But then the counter-argument to that is, by making this move, they may have complicated things for internal Lebanese relationships.
The United States, along with Britain, the Netherlands, Australia and Canada, had already listed Hezbollah as a terrorist organization. Israeli President Shimon Peres welcomed the EU's decision.
The fact that they have achieved an unanimous resolution is a very important one and a very meaningful one.
EU ministers also discussed Syria, though there was no mention of arming rebel forces following the EU's decision in May to end an arms embargo. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.